Uganda faces significant climate changes impacting its agriculture sector. Being highly vulnerable to climate change, Uganda has faced a number of disasters including droughts, floods and unpredictable rainfall, which have all threatened the agriculture sector. This sector, contributing over 23% to GDP, also sustains millions of livelihoods, with over 70% of the population employed. A day after his swearing in, the US President Donald Trump signed several executive orders, among which was one withdrawing the United States from the Paris Agreement.
We will drill, baby, drill.
According to the African Development Bank Reports 2023, Uganda registered an average climate finance inflow of $785 million in 2019-20, a significant improvement from the $146 million received between 2010 to 2011. One of the key funders has been the United States. What then does withdrawal mean? Dr. Kalis Tindimugaya is the Director, Water Resources Management in the Ministry of Water and Environment.
It's unfortunate, but the US is a sovereign state and the President has the right to do whatever he wants for the interests of the country. We also have other funding mechanisms. We have adaptation fund, we have green climate fund. So pulling out means that US is not going to contribute, and for us that's a setback.
Members of the civil society working in the climate change space say this move is bound to reverse the global progress in tackling the climate change monster. Anthony Walimbwa is the coordinator of the Climate Action Network of Uganda.
It is killing the spirit of multilateralism. It is killing the green industry that has been developed around addressing matters of climate change.
The Civil Society Budget Advocacy Group, CSBAG, is equally disappointed with the move, which it argues is likely to increase the country's vulnerability, as the Executive Director, Julius Mukunda, explains.
So I think withdrawal really is a setback in terms of the struggles that nations have been on to reduce the emissions.
This move, they say, is to impact the country differently across different sectors.
Sectors like agriculture, sectors like health, the other sectors like in IT, information technology, are going to be affected. Also sectors in governance, because these things run together.
Our analysis is showing that between 2015 and 2021, the United States government contributed around $75 million just for climate change.
Dr. Tindimugaya says US, having been one of the leading contributors to climate and green financing, its withdrawal without a doubt leaves a gap in this area.
The Loss and Damage Fund was just created 2 years ago, and we're expecting money to come in. So we are hoping that US is not going to, the example they have said, is not going also to motivate others to pour out gradually.
All hope, however, is not lost, with a number of alternatives that can be looked at.
There are proposals to do what's called green bonds from the private sector. Those can raise a lot of money. We need to move very quickly and get into the carbon markets.
Dr. Tindimugaya says there is a lot of potential in carbon trading.
That you can actually plant trees. You harvest the trees, but the trees are helping to absorb the greenhouse gases and you get money.
Beyond this, he says there is need to tap into the non-traditional sources of climate financing and improving internal financing.
One of the things, for example, we are looking at is coordinated planning and implementation. That if we coordinate, the money we have now can do much more than we would actually be doing. But also we are looking at the other innovative funding sources. How do we, for example, bring in corporates to come in? We are bringing in maybe foundations to come in.
The withdrawal of the US will not only reverse gains made in reducing emissions on the global environment, but will have serious implications on support to financing of climate actions in the developing world. I'm Benjamin Jumbe, NTV Weekend Edition.